Josh and Eden here with Nerdcore News. We've just arrived here at Frankensons in the City of Industry for one of the biggest comic conventions and signings ever with Mr. the Man himself, Stan Lee. Josh Ralston here with Nerdcore News. And I'm here with Stormtrooper, what's your designation?
PK6286.
Wow. Only here will you find this kind of professionalism. Look at this costume, it's amazing. Can I ask you to just give us a spin? Damn. Look at that. Only here at Frankensons, where there's so much for everything from comic books, collectibles, posters, movies, games. Come on down, you gotta see this. Again, sir, thank you so much. Are you about to go through here, patrol, or?
Yes, I am.
Fair enough, good luck out there.
Thanks.
Josh Alston here with Nerdcore News, and I'm here with, what's your name? Fair enough. How long have you been wandering the deserts here in Frankensons? I think we might need a translator on this one. I know you guys travel in numbers on a regular basis. Can we expect the rest of your tribe around here? Yeah? I look forward to seeing them, man. Josh Alston here, enjoying the great things here at Frankensons. Josh Alston here with Nerdcore News. I'm here with one of the most famous outlaws of the galaxy, this little droid right here, R2-D2. R2, what's it like here at Frankensons? R2, I don't think you're allowed to say any of that on television, but I definitely appreciate the candor. How long have you been wandering around these halls?
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
I totally understand. It can seem like it goes on forever, but when fun this much lasts that long, you can't be upset about it. Or maybe you can, but still, you gotta love the people, right? See, there you go. That's always a plus. Josh Alston here, kicking it at Frankensons. Josh Alston here with Nerdcore News, and I'm here with the legendary Humberto Ramos. Did I say that right?
You make me feel old, but
Make
yeah.
you feel old? No, sir. It doesn't take long to become a legend, let me tell you.
Yeah,
But
I'm good.
yeah?
Yeah.
Let me get right into it with the question that I've been wondering for quite a while.
All right.
What influenced you in your artwork? Like, how did you get started with this kind of, like, the drawings are just so clean.
Well, my first and maybe biggest influence when I started doing this was and still is Art Adams, and I always wanted to draw like him. I still want to draw like him. But now I realize that I'm, ages from being something like him. So when you realize that, you start developing your own style. But I'm still aware of what he do. I follow him everything every cover, every book he do. So I think that the main influence that I've had in my work is Art Adams, and then whoever you want to mention there is a big influence to me. It's from Joe Matt to Mike Mignola to Jeff Campbell to Eric Cagnetti to Olivier Copiel, Stuart Ibonen. I watch them all. I collect I buy their books. I try to get whatever I can get. I mean, being at Marvel, I can always go and call them and say, can you PDF me some pencil pages from the last Imonen's book, or sometimes they agree, sometimes they don't. But I have those all for my own reference, and that's pretty cool. I mean, to see the work in the rough, the pencil alone, to see how they come up with the ideas and the angles and how they work the pages. That's pretty amazing. And most people they don't care about that stuff, but us who work in the industry, I like watching the dirty pages. If yeah.
Well, you definitely found your own style and your own art, and it works, man. It works great. And it brings me to my next question: the character Crimson. Where did you come up with this guy? It's awesome.
we created this book late in the 90s, right? Before, I mean, they has to be, had to be with the context at that point. It was about to get to 2000, the year 2000, and there was a lot of like gossip, like the world's gonna end, and so on. So there was all these angels talk, like spiritual, and there was all these religions or beliefs about angels and that on TV, radio, magazines, everywhere. And I was raised Catholic, and I always felt like angels were like an awesome mythology to follow. And I was a big fan of vampires as well. At that point, not now. Then I was. Now they screw it up the whole thing. But and we try to put together these two different mythologies, and I don't think they. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But at that point, I don't recall that anybody has put together these two different myths, like the vampire and the angels. When you go with the vampires, you always go through werewolves, that the monsters thing, but not these two together. And I think the mixture in the mythology in Crimson is what makes the book a good reading, because we have the Celtic mythology with dragons and armors and knights and that. We have the Catholic mythology with the God and the devil and the angels and the apocalypse and that. And the pop culture mythology with the werewolves, vampires. So that mixture is what I think made Crimson be a different kind of vampire book. Now there's a lot of books or TV shows, movies, and that. It's great, but I think that's our 2 cents on the vampire mythology was that's Crimson, the thing we added there.
Yeah. And for all the fans out there who maybe are just now getting into your comics or are longtime fans but want to know more about you, where can they go to find out more about you, your comics, and your characters?
I have a Twitter that when I go pretty often. It's Humberto Lo-Ramos, and I upload images or comments about things that are happening in the business with me and Spider-Man now. And I have a Facebook page. It's humbertoramos.comic, and you can find me there.
Awesome. I'm here with Alberto Ramos at Frank & Sons. Sir, an absolute honor and a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
You have a great day.
You too.
Hi, I'm Eden with Nerdcore News, and we're here interviewing,
Vegas PG.
and we're at Frank & Sons today. How often do you come to Frank & Sons?
This is actually my first time here.
And what do you think?
I think it's fantastic.
All of the comics and toys and people.
And the people. And Stan Lee.
Can't beat Stan Lee.
You can never beat Stan Lee.
Now, your outfit, did you make it yourself?
I did, as a matter of fact. So I'm a big fan of Power Girl. Well, Power Girl was never in the Red Sun universe, and I thought she should have been. So I made a Red Sun Power Girl.
I like it.
Thanks.
I like it. Unique and different.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very, very much for taking the time to interview with me. This is Eden with Nerdcore News at Frank & Sons.
Josh Alston here with Nerdcore News, and I'm here with Steve Wyatt, promoter of Big Wow Comic Fest. Sir, what can you tell me about this amazing festival?
Big Wow is one of the last remaining pure comic book shows in the country. It takes place in San Jose, California, gets about 10, 15,000 people. But unlike other shows, we have over 125 invited comic book artists, some of the best artists in the industry. Ivy Doomkitty, who runs this show, takes care of, we have some of the best cosplayers in the industry. We have a fashion show, we have a kids corner, we have over 100 exhibitors. It's a great old-fashioned comic book show.
Wow, sounds like you guys got something for everybody.
Basically, we try to have something for everybody.
That sounds absolutely amazing. Now, when you've got all this stuff going on under one roof, what is that feeling like? Like, what is the energy in that kind of building like?
Oh, it's great. And like this year, we have Famous Monsters of Filmland coming in. They're going to have a Famous Monsters Pavilion. It's going to be awesome. But it's, for me, I don't do it for money. I do it, and I've been doing this for 40 years. I mean, when people walk out of there and I want them to not just go out and go, that was great, I'm coming back next year. I mean, it's a great feeling, and the energy's great. People are happy when they come to these things. I mean, they want to come to a show, so our job is to make them walk out and still be happy.
That's great. It sounds like a convention that will definitely live up to its name of Big Wow.
Big wow.
This is Josh Halston with Nerdcore News, here with Steve Wyatt at Frankensons.
Hi, we're here at Frankensons with
Cosplay Dad.
and
Shady Nywall, Hope Everdeen.
We're the Trinity All-Stars.
and they're here for the cosplay today. How often do you guys come?
We come here to Frankensons anytime they have an event, whether it's Nuke the Fridge or Cosplay Expo. We love it here.
And do you guys make your own outfits?
Actually, my wife behind the scenes makes most of our outfits. Some of it might have to be store-bought, like the props and stuff, but the costumes, she makes.
What a good job. I like them.
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys for your time. Thank you for the interview. Thank you for coming to Frankensons.
Thank you. We're having a blast.
You guys have a good day.
You too.
This is Eden at Frankensons for Nerdcore News.
Josh Halston here with Nerdcore News, and I'm here at Monster Mash.
What's happening, Josh?
So tell me, sir, how long have you been coming to these conventions like this?
Oh, about a year and a half.
Huh?
Yeah.
Do you always do as Wolverine, or do you have other characters you perform?
I do Rocky Balboa, Rambo, even Batman. Mostly
Really?
Wolverine, though.
I can absolutely see why, man. You definitely
Yeah?
pull the part.
All right.
Now, if anyone wants to see more of this and the things you can do, where can they go to see that?
Then go to my Facebook page at Monster Mash, and I'm also on Instagram, Monster Mash, but the best way to contact me is on Facebook at Monster Mash.
Do you do a lot of these conventions? Is this like your main stay, or?
Yeah, I have a real job, of course, fighting criminals and all that shit. But yeah, I do parties and I do a lot of conventions. I've been to about 15 in the last 18 months. I started cosplaying. I plan to go some more. I'll be at San Diego. I'll be at WonderCon in a couple months.
Wow, so you got a pretty full schedule.
Yes, I do.
Hey, well, we look forward to seeing you at each and every one of them. We thank you for being here with us today, here at Frankensons.
Stand the family!